What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I've got Andrew Edwards here with me.
Hey.
Welcome back, man. Well, you didn't really go anywhere.
No.
We just stopped the last episode and then started this one. But today, everybody, the same day as yesterday for us, but 2 days for you, we are going to talk about what is a brand. And I think this is an interesting conversation so that we can actually define what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, you want to go first or do you want me to go first? Or we can rock, paper, scissors.
Let's rock, paper, scissors.
All right, you ready? Go
Yep.
real quick. It's precious time.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, so tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, you win.
I
You go
win.
first.
All right, I'll go first. So I'm going to quote Marty Neumeier, who talks a lot about brand.
I like Marty.
I don't even know if this is a quote. This is an article about him, or it basically summarizes what he said. And it says, a brand is a result. It's a customer's gut feeling about a product, service, or a company. It's not what you say it is, it's what they say it is. A brand is your reputation.
I agree with that because I think companies, so to me, a company is actually a living organization. It is a living being or a living entity. It is alive, which means it has its own personality, its own identity. It has its own thoughts about itself, belief sets about itself and the world. And then it operates in that way. And the brand is what people think about you.
Makes sense.
Right? Are you a
Yeah.
thug? Are you a respectable citizen?
Yeah.
Are you a businessman? Are you a superstar? What are you? And that's the brand.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. It's like the brand. So as the brand's your reputation, it's not just your logo. It's not just like your visuals or your the way you look necessarily. It's how your reputation is. That's a cool idea. And then the idea that you're also talking about of like a business as an organization is interesting. And I don't know what kind of language would you put for that? Like, how would you define a business as a living organism?
So I think of it as a person. Like, as a person, it's like, what do I have to offer in the world that is valuable? What do I produce? When I go into a community or a networking group, I personally often think like, what can I give back? Do I provide value?
Yeah.
That's part of my identity. Work. That's part of me.
Yeah.
Right? I have to get up and work. I'm also, really involved with my family. That's part of who I am. And all those things translate just the same as a company. Do companies take care of just the individual, just the employee, or do they actually think about the family that's attached to that employee? Mm-hmm. What about the cultures, the belief sets? What does the company provide that is valuable, that allows them to move forward? And so if you think of a person, it directly correlates and translates into a company.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of people who say that if you have a business or if you own a company, that company is you.
Yep. 100% true.
Because you just replicate yourself.
So true. So true.
It's like a company has skill sets, or a offering or a product, right? Oh, I have these skills to, like Starbucks, make this cup of coffee. Here's all my skill sets. And if you hire me for just a brief moment on your way to work for $3, I can give you my cup of coffee that I made with all my skill sets.
Right.
Like that small interaction in Starbucks is that person who walked in the door hires Starbucks for the job of making them coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Their way.
Yep.
And so it's literally like, oh, Starbucks becomes employed by that individual in that moment at that cash register. And that's how a person is. I got to go get a job. Here are all my skill sets. Here's what I'm good at. Here are my hard skills, my soft skills, all that. Oh, and here's what I've done with my life for the past 20 years.
Wow.
And so that's the menu. Hey, here's how we make coffee.
Interesting.
Then that's their story. Oh, this is the story. This is why we exist. Here's our belief sets. This is why we want to work for you. This is why you should hire us to design in your clothes.
Wow.
And why you should wear our logo.
Yeah.
It's just like people.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting.
What do you think about all that? You got like 40 seconds.
I think it's great. Thinking about a company and seeing its history and thinking about just that point you made is really interesting. Seeing its history and what they offer as a reflection by what they offer is really interesting in their story and that. And it's like, that's one things we say is like our offering is part of our story, but it's like, it really is the story.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So really interesting thoughts.
Nope. I forgot to start the outro music, guys.
Oh, well, let's make it in 5 minutes.
We will make it in 5 minutes. All the things that I have to do because I don't have a producer sitting here with me. I'm producer, talker, speaker, guest interviewer, and recorder button pusher. I don't Well, that's it, guys. I'm sorry, we're out of time. So welcome to the 2 most informal episodes of 5 Minute Rants you've probably heard up to this point.
Nice.
Hope y'all have a great night, because
Yeah.
it's nighttime where I'm at. And if not, have a great day.
Awesome.
Peace.
Peace.